Welcome back to The Best Years. We've been speaking with Marilyn Askin from AARP about work the group's done in New Jersey, helping to enact some strong state laws to protect mature adults. Marilyn, how about identity theft protection? That's a huge one.
I love the fact that you called us mature adults. I prefer to call us the chronologically gifted.
Okay. What about identity theft protection?
Well, there too, we found that older folk, particularly those who are so eager to give away their Social Security numbers to strangers, are targeted for identity theft. And here too, we enacted among the strongest in the nation. It will permit persons to freeze their accounts with the three main organizations, with the credit bureaus. They can freeze the account by sending a letter, better a certified letter, saying, please freeze my account. Do not give any information out about my account at all. However, let's say they need some money and want to borrow. They can briefly put a thaw or defrost the account. And it's very easy, and if anybody wants information on how to do it, AARP has some wonderful brochures on this issue.
And how about for seniors who may be having trouble paying their energy bills?
Well, there too, first of all, we enacted we had the legislature enact for very low-income people that they do not have to pay more than 6% of their income on energy costs. And we're always there on the front line to fight energy rises, to make sure that the Board of Public Utilities hears the sides of consumers before they grant any kind of increase.
And I'm sure in these times that it's having help with energy is more important than ever.
Well, there are so many fires caused by candles, and we're concerned about that.
And now, one of the top 10 in New Jersey is the Hospital Error Accountability Law. People can actually look at hospitals individually and see what their records are like?
This was a big battle, believe it or not. While the Health and Senior Services Commission gets all this information from hospitals, they would not release this information for the public.
And this is information that explains what happens at hospitals.
The egregious errors in hospitals, such as wrong site surgery, surgery on the wrong person, falls, the number of falls in hospital, which is, of course, a sign of neglect. The after surgery infection rates and things like that. There are about 27 that the Institute of Medicine said were egregious. We've so far adopted about 12 of them, and any person can now see them by hospital. You can get a free brochure through the Health and Senior Services, and they will list every hospital.
And briefly along this, sticking with hospitals, there's an Overcharge Prevention Act. What does that do?
Well, it means that hospitals can no longer charge private pay people any more than the Medicare rate.
And another important one, the Predatory Lending Protection Act. How does that help protect seniors or everyone?
Well, it protects everyone because, first of all, it gives you 10 days to investigate and ask other people. It can prevent foreclosures because it requires persons to be properly licensed to sell that. And it makes people who sell it not determine about the equity in the home and make sure, because so many cases occurred where the interest outweighed the equity in the home. So there are a lot of protections now.
It protects from people being charged exorbitant interest rates.
Exactly.
And finally, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, the Predatory Annuities Prevention Act. Well, it can be very confusing when people want to invest money. It's easy to become very confused about what you're actually doing.
There too, anybody could have hung out a shingle and say, I'm an elder advisor. Now they have to be licensed with Department of Banking and Insurance. So anybody who tries to sell you annuity must be licensed. You also have a 10-day opportunity to check with persons and with families to see if this is the appropriate vehicle, and they have to provide suitability and disclosure.
Marilyn Askin, the AARP has done so much for mature adults in New Jersey. We thank you for being on The Best Years today. I keep getting my cards in the mail. I'm going to have to join now. Thank you for being here today. If you'd like to learn more about AARP, visit the group's comprehensive website at aarp.org. To find out what's going on in New Jersey, just visit aarp.org/NJ. We're all trying to do the most we can with our money, stretch what we have, and grow it for the future. The financial physician is here now with some timely advice.
Hi, I'm Lou Scatigna. Every day the economic crisis seems to get worse. If it's not inflation or the housing market, it's the fledgling dollar. How can the average family build wealth in today's economy? First, if you want to build wealth, you need to pay off your debt. Credit cards are the #1 offender. By making a plan to eliminate as much debt as possible, you'll free up money to help build your nest egg. Second, cut expenses. Do away with premium cable channels. Switch to a cheaper cell phone plan. Increase insurance deductibles. Use coupons and shop for better rates on everything. The more you trim, the more money you'll have. Third, increase your savings. Whether you're putting money away for retirement or an emergency fund, take the extra money you have and start to save more. The sacrifices you make now will mean more money for you in the future. Most importantly, get educated. Learn how to manage the money you have and avoid mistakes. Just a few minutes a month could save you lots of money in the future. For In the Know, I'm Lou Scatigna.
Coming up after the break, we'll take you to some local farms where fruits and vegetables are ripe for the picking and delicious. Stay with us.